crispy, crunchy chicken. All the goodness without the guilt. So there's a secret to making oven-baked things taste just as joyful as deep-fried things. So first of all, with the chicken, we just want to cut that in half so that we're getting some nice, even pieces of chicken breast. Now I just want some baking paper over the top of those chicken pieces and lightly pound those out until they're an even thickness. Now they're looking good. Pounding them out like that will help them cook evenly in the oven. Now whenever you're crumbing meat, what you should do is always salt the meat first. That's going to allow those flavors to really develop. Salting the flour never gets enough seasoning on the actual pieces themselves. Now just let that chicken soak up that seasoning for a little while we get to work on our breadcrumbs. So one of the issues of oven baking things that are supposed to be deep fried is that I find that the breadcrumbs are always a little bit insipid. They don't quite get the crispy golden crunch that you get from a deep fry. So what we're going to do is cook the breadcrumbs first. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to the pan, certainly not as much as you would use if you were deep frying. And then once that's nice and hot, I'm going to add in my panko breadcrumbs. And we just want to keep these dancing and moving around in the wok so we get an even golden colour. So they're looking good and they're smelling nice and toasty. So just tip those out into a nice large dish. And now we're going to go with the standard crumbing method here with the flour, egg and breadcrumbs. So I just need some eggs. Just whisk those. Now the key to keeping things tidy here is to think of your hands as separate utensils. One is going to be just for dry ingredients and one is going to be just for the wet. So the chicken's wet, I'm going to pick that up with my wet hand. I've decided my left hand will be my dry hand, so that's going to pat the flour onto the chicken. Now into the egg, and I use my other hand to coat that and into those toasty golden breadcrumbs. And already that is one good looking chicken cutlet. So if you've followed my advice, you'll have achieved the perfect crumbing system with no sticky, clumpy hands. Now these go into the oven for 15 minutes. And now to make a super easy side, a Japanese coleslaw. So I've got some white cabbage here that I've finely sliced, and I've got a cucumber here, and I'm just going to peel off little ribbons of green crunchiness. Now once you get to the part where you can see the seeds in the middle of the cucumber, that's when you want to turn it over and start again on another side. So the part in the middle where the seeds is quite watery, so we don't want that because we don't want a soggy coleslaw. Now don't throw the middle part of the cucumber away. That makes great juices actually, so keep it in the fridge for tomorrow morning. And now for the dressing, we're going to use some Japanese mayonnaise, and to liven things up even more, I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice into there. And I just want a little bit of black pepper. Now give that a mix. Okay, so just before serving, you want to pour your dressing over that cabbage and cucumber. And then one more bonus ingredient is some crispy fried shallots. So you can find these in packets in the Asian section of most supermarkets or from your Asian grocer. And they just add this really lovely, savory, crispy onion texture and flavor. Okay, so these guys are starting to look great. I just want to flip them over and give the other side a chance to get all crunchy and golden. Okay, so back into the oven for another 10 minutes. Now, don't they look just perfect? All that's left to do is slice these guys up and listen to that beautiful crunch. And we're going to serve that with lovely tangy coleslaw. Bit of fresh herbs there, and then the final bit of yumminess comes with Japanese tonkatsu sauce. It's basically a Japanese barbecue sauce. You could use any type of barbecue sauce that you've got at home as well. Awesome, I can't wait for you guys to try this one.